I can tell this isn't me because it's so much better. So who says this? It's a long book and I wrote it a long time ago. That's not me. Kerouac? Mother Teresa? No, that wouldn't be her. And it was in Russian, so I don't know how to... This is a very weird game that you guys invented. It was always falling down around you. Everything has always been falling down around us, only we were too alive to notice. And that is from Liberation Day, the story called My House, I believe. Am I right? Yes. Just put out my own eye with the card. Everything was real, inconceivably real, infinitely dear. These and all things started as nothing, latent within a vast energy broth, but then we named them and loved them, and in this way brought them forth. And now we must lose them. And that's from Lincoln and the Bardo, and this is from a speech that Lincoln gives, I believe. Correct? All right. 2 for 2. Perfect nonsense goes on in the world. Sometimes there is no plausibility at all. This is from Gogol, the nose. Right? Love Gogol. It's funny. I don't find him that funny. I don't find him that wise, but I love him, I think, more than any other writer. He was a weird dude, and he has a weird mind that feels that the world is weird, and between those two things, he makes the most recognizable picture of the world that I know of. Like a bunch of drunks on a pitching ship wearing ice skates. Like, it's just, you know, rules are rules, friends are friends. But now rules and friends urge differing courses of action upon me, and which shall I choose? I think this is from the story called Ghoul in Liberation Day. Okay, I'll set these down more gently now. We learned a lesson, you and I. We personally grew. Gratitude for this growth is an appropriate response. Gratitude and being careful never to make the same mistake twice. This is a speech by the boss character in Civil War Land in Bad Decline. Yeah, a very long time ago. I tried so many times to write a screenplay of it, and this speech was always in every screenplay. It's interesting because some of these ideas are like, I recognize the idea as being one that I've had and that I believe in, and then I have to kind of trace back to what story that found a home in, you know. So this one, it was maybe the first time I tried to do this kind of corporate doublespeak where I just trampled through your flower garden and you say, hey, and I say, well, no, actually what I was doing was just vegetative rearrangement. I can tell this isn't me because it's so much better. They were a gloomy suite of rooms in a lowering pile of building up a yard where it had so little business to be that one could scarcely help fancying it must have run there when it was a young house, playing at hide and seek with other houses and forgotten the way out again. This is from A Christmas Carol. This is the description of Scrooge's house. I think it's maybe my favorite book. I try to read it every year. I taught it at Syracuse a few years ago and was amazed to find out that it's structurally almost perfect. You can graph it. It's like a beautiful first half, and then the second half responds organically to that. Kind of a revelation for all of us. 'Cause I think a lot of the students thought, well, yeah, A Christmas Carol, we know that book. But it's so beautifully put together, you can't believe it. That's beautiful. Based on my experience of life, which I have not exactly hit out of the park, I tend to agree with that thing about if it's not broke, don't fix it. And would go even further to, even if it is broke, leave it alone, you'll probably make it worse. This is, A Thing at Work from Liberation Day? No, that's weird to not know. Oh, yeah, 10th of December. So who says this? Whether he is better or worse off there where he awoke after his death, disappointed or found there what he expected, we shall all soon learn. This is from Master and Man by Tolstoy, I believe. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. That is really like the mother of all the transformation stories, because unlike A Christmas Carol, the guy in this story is not so different from us in his badness. He's not a Scrooge. He's just kind of slightly self-centered. One of the real pleasure of that story is as you read him, you know you're supposed to dislike him, but you also go, oh yeah, I do that, you know. So when he gets to the end, you really feel a vicarious location in his experience, and so you've got a lot invested in finding out if he's gonna repent or not. So it's really a masterpiece, Master and Man. I saw that I'd get nowhere on the straight path and that to go crookedly was straighter. That's not me. Kerouac? Bukowski? Mother Teresa? No, that wouldn't be her. This is Gogol. Which story? Wow, okay. Well, that's a long book too. And it was in Russian, so I don't know how to look. Again, I don't really know why I like it, but I try to read it once a year. There's something about the futility of it. You know, the way that in that book, people are always well-intentioned and everything just about makes sense. And as in real life, they can't quite bring it home. And there's always a kind of a confusion. And this person is saying this, and this person mishears it, and then responds in a comical way. And so there's no solid place in the middle of it, which seems to me very, very true to life. Strange, isn't it? To have dedicated one's life to a certain venture, neglecting other aspects of one's life, only to have that venture in the end amount to nothing at all. The products of one's labor ultimately forgotten. What is that? It's weird. This is a very weird game that you guys invented. Is it Love Letter from Liberation Day? No? Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow, I don't... It's a long book, and I wrote it a long time ago. Okay. My heart goes out to him, sort of, because empathy depends on how you've spent your day. I think this is from a nonfiction piece about Dubai. Yeah, I wrote for GQ, and it's in the Brain Dead Megaphone. Yeah. Actually, I love this game. It's great. That's what powerful men did. Stayed quiet, held secrets, ran things from inside a tight protective circle, making perilous decisions only they were savvy enough to make, leaving normal morality to the mere earthlings. This is KJ Boone from Vigil, thinking about this early experience he had on a golf course where he witnessed these older men kind of being masterful and in control, and then he kind of modeled himself after these golfers. I wish there was a cash prize with this.